everyone, welcome to my channel. Well, in this episode we are going to take a look at the really cool, brightly colored, pretty impressive duck system VEYRON 30CR. I'll explain everything. Here we go. Now I'm really excited to fly this drone because I've only flown it in my house and it did really well and it wasn't that noisy, which is amazing. So let me tell you a little bit about it, especially if you're going to order it. It comes in a lot of different configurations. So first off, mine is entirely analog. Analog means I have to use my Fat Sharks or whatever goggles you buy on the market that are cheap for like 50 bucks all the way up to like 500 bucks will work with this because it's analog. Also, the receiver they put in mine is an FrSky XM Plus, so I am going to use a Radiomaster TX16S to bind with it, which I've already done. Also, you can get this in a 6S or 4S version. I have the 6S, which means I have to use 6S batteries on it. I did try flying it in my house to keep it docile with a 4S battery. And let me tell you, if you put a 4S battery on here, you are cranking the throttle. I'm going to show you out here. You're cranking the throttle almost max to get it off the ground. So if you're a beginner, get a 4S battery and learn to fly it on a 4S because it won't get out of control on you. So that's pretty decent. Since mine is analog, this antenna in the back shoots out at 350 milliwatts. That's about, I always say this in my videos, that's about 3 football fields in length. Since this flies low to the ground, if you wanted to, or high up in the air, it's up to you. It can do both because that's the type of design it is. It is a Cinewhoop. That's a good range. The only thing you have to worry about in analog is you can't go super far. Where is there? Trying to point someplace super far because you will eventually run out of range. If you get the digital version, you have a much longer range. If you fly it at night with this bright yellow color, there are LED lights in the back and they do pulsate and change with your throttle control. I was flying around the house, it looked pretty cool. My camera up front, as I've already mentioned, analog, so it's a Cadet Ratel, one of the most popular, Cadet Ratel 2 I think, one of the most popular cameras on the market. It's in so many drones and many times when I show you the video from this camera, it all looks the same. Matter of fact, I'll mention it now because so many people always ask. When I fly this drone, I have a GoPro Hero 8 on it. I'm going to show you the video from the GoPro Hero 8 and the camera up front. And in order to show you the video from the camera up front, I record it in my Fat Shark goggles. So what you see is what I see. But you have to remember, if you're a newbie, Fat Sharks are not designed to record cinematic video. They only record a low quality video so that if you crash or lose your drone, you just replay it in your goggles and you can see where you crashed or lost your drone. So that's the video I'll be showing you when I'm showing you the pilot's camera. So in your mind, just keep in mind that what you see when I show you the pilot's camera, in your eyes and in your brain actually looks, maybe about 10 times as good as what you're seeing on the screen. Battery connector in the back is an XT60, so when you use batteries, make sure you have an XT60 connector. I have 6S batteries, so I'm going to fly it with, I've got all types. I've got an 850, 750, and 1000 milliamp hour battery, and I think those would be good weights because I've already got the weight of the GoPro. It seems quite powerful, especially with the 5-bladed props, so it should handle those well. It's got an F7 flight controller in it too, so that means it's going to stay super stable. It is kind of windy out here. I don't know if you can see the trees moving, but this should be fine in the wind because it's quite large. Since I have the 6S version, my motors are 1800 kV. Now, talking about the motors and the ducks, which I think is the coolest thing and the selling feature on this drone, let me just say this, HGLRC, super smart company because I love this. All right, let me explain this quick. See these little bumpers on the drone? Those are designed for flying indoors. So you don't mark up your wall if you crash into walls in your house or in some big building. That's what is the design of any drone that comes with like foam bumpers. So what they did is they said, well, you know, flying outdoors, you probably don't need the bumpers. So watch this. You can pull those bumpers right out like that, and look, there's no more bumpers. So I'm going to fly it without the bumpers because I don't need them out here. You still have the protection on the motors, as you see right here, because if you hit anything, it just bounces off, but you don't need the piece of foam. This foam weighs next to nothing, so it doesn't make too much of a difference in weight. What it does make a difference of is in the amount of air that's going to fly through your motors and down and out. You see on the sides here, they can push out this way as well. So I think it might improve, if you're going to use this for freestyle a little bit, I think it might improve that. So I'll be yanking all of these off. So here we go. First thing I'm going to do is fly this right here around the area. The wind's blowing, so it should bounce around a little bit. And I'm going to put my hat cam on with a GoPro on it so you can see the drone as I'm flying it just around me here. And then I'll take it out for a real flight with the goggles on. So here we go. All right, let's get this set up really quick. Push all the switches forward, power on the radio. It's gonna make a sound. It's probably gonna complain to me and say I forgot to do something. Hey, it didn't say switch warning. There we go. It's A-okay. Yeah. Okay, so next, we're gonna take the battery. I'm gonna put a little 750 on it and just stick it on the front here. Power on that. It is ready to fly. All right, I'm gonna put it in angle mode. Let's see.
Acro mode, horizon mode, angle mode.
There we go. And I'm gonna arm it. Now I wanna warn you, the wind appears to be blowing this way. So that means if I, or is it blowing behind me? It's blowing right now. As I take it up, you're gonna see the drone tilt to adjust for the wind. Arm motors, here we go. Whoa, there we go. See what I mean? It's fighting the wind. Well, I'm fighting the wind with it. There we go. So you can see in the wind, it's got a few issues. Not bad there. I've got it stable now. And let's go fly it. All right, for this flight, I have a 1000 milliamp hour LiPo battery on the back 6S. This is the largest they recommend for this drone due to weight with a GoPro and everything else. So this is a lot of weight on the drone, and we're gonna see how it can handle it in the wind. Here we go. Okay, it's early morning at my field. No one is around. There is a football game over there. I have a spotter over there. So this should be pretty decent. Here we go. Check out my screen right now. You can see the sun is shining down and it's heating up my drone, and it's telling me on my screen that the core is at 71 degrees Celsius. So let's put in acro mode.
Angle mode, acro mode.
There we go. Let's arm it.
Arm motors.
I think she's armed. It's going to cool off now as we fly. And there's bugs around my drone. There's always bugs around. All right, here we go. 6S battery, and we're flying, and the core cooling thing has gone away. There we are. Let's fly this way. Try not to crash into stuff. It is designed to fly low to the ground because it is a Cinewhoop. So it's like I say, you can fly low and slow or high and fast if you want. Is that a bird? Oh, it is a bird. All right, let that bird go that way. So let me see, I'm flying low down here. Reception back to my goggles is A-okay, outstanding. Not getting any breakups or anything like that, which is what you want to see on a drone like this, especially if it's analog. So this is the cool thing about just staying low to the ground. You try not to crash into the ground, but you stay low, fly around. It should give you some pretty cool video. Let's go this way, a little bit farther out, and come back this way. Looks pretty good. Let's try a little bit of freestyle here. So I'll go up and just spin it. No problem, especially with those little duct items removed off the fans. It's pretty darn decent. Yeah, you can do a lot of cool stuff. Let's see. Once again, I have a 1000 milliamp hour LiPo battery, so it's the heaviest possible that you'd want to stick on here. You could put a 1300 milliamp hour. I do have one of those. It doesn't recommend putting one of those on, but I guess I could try it just to see if it works. I think it will just fly slower because it'll be so much heavier. Yeah. Let's come over to the woods, the trees here. Usually when I fly through the tree, oh, what's with all the nets? If I fly back here, I'm gonna have all these trees block the reception. No, it seems to be still working. Oh, there we go, losing some interference. Pretty good. Still going, not bad. So the 350 milliwatts is actually perfect for this drone to fly it around. Not an issue. It's powerful enough. It keeps us going quite a distance. And here, if I go this way, I'm gonna give it some gas. Fly way down to the end of the field. I'll see if it makes it all the way down to the water. Going this way. So this is a fair distance. This would be several football fields, and there we go. No issues on the reception. Look at that, clean as day, and bringing it all the way back to me. Excellent range on this drone. You know, when they came out with the first Veyron by HGLRC, I was pretty impressed with it and did a review on it, and it kind of blew me away. This one here is pretty decent as well. You know, they're using the same lineage, so same idea. Everything's just a little bit more upgraded, so it's pretty cool. Let's go into that tree. Yeah, so you can see my shadow. I'm just inches above the ground. That's what you do with a Cinewhoop, and you get these really cool type images like this going in and out of stuff and around things. Let's go this way. Let's try to miss this. Go over here, go under this. Yeah, Cinewhoops are a blast. Like, can I go under this? Yeah, there we go. No problem there. So If you're new to the FPV hobby and your first drone you want to buy is something that's controllable and won't get away from you, get yourself a Cinewhoop. Get the 6S version, toss a 4S battery on it, or get the 4S version, toss a 3S battery on it. Get the analog version, it won't cost you that much. Get yourself some cheap goggles off of Banggood or someplace else. Get yourself an inexpensive radio like I have, and you're gonna need a battery charger and batteries. Get all those off of Amazon, whatever, and you're all set to go. And I'm gonna ram it into the ground. Right over here. And let's put it down. Blunk! Next thing, if you buy this drone, you're probably wondering, what do I get in the box when I buy it? So let me show you that now. Check this out. Welcome to another super quick Captain Drone unboxing. This is the box the drone comes in. When you open the box, you'll find your drone, and it is a very nice looking drone made of carbon fiber and molded plastic. It is put together very well and perfect for beginners as well as pros. Total weight of the drone without a battery or camera is 245 grams. Other items included in the box would be a spare set of Gemfan 5-bladed props, as well as 2 battery straps and a GoPro mount. Finally, you have spare screws, as well as prop direction card and a diagram of your F7 flight controller, and let's not forget those HGLRC stickers. All right, final thoughts on this drone. I love the fact that the ducts on here, I love the plastic. It seems quite solid, like it could really take a crash, unless you crashed into concrete or something. Woohoo, that wind is picking up. I love the fact on the ducts you have these little foam pieces that just snap in. That is such a cool idea. I'm sure on other drones, if you wanted to, you could just yank off the foam, but I like that it's so quick in the field. Just put them on or take them off and fly around. I do believe that having them off, you see how air can get in the sides and come out the sides. I do believe it increases the freestyle ability and the speed a little bit. It still performed like a Cinewhoop. You saw how it was flying low to the ground, no issues, very stable. With the wind and everything else, you'd almost think there was no wind the way this thing flew. It's really, really good. As a reminder, I did fly it with a 1000 milliamp hour LiPo battery for the 6S. When you look on their website, that is what they recommend as the maximum. It's probably, like I said, because of the weight of everything. Everything's blowing off my Jeep with the wind here. The camera on here and the video transmitter is a-okay. It's top notch. You saw when I was flying under trees and way out there. Yeah, reception was good. It was exactly as I expected for analog. So all in all, to me, a guy that flies so many drones, I will say this is the best analog Cinewhoop that I currently own. The best analog Cinewhoop. Yep, I really like the frame, the way it's designed, very light. This drone is actually, without the GoPro or battery, just sitting by itself, is under 250 grams. You already saw that in the unboxing. I think I probably already showed you that, but it's under 250 grams. The problem obviously is if you want to fly it, you got to put a battery on it. It's over 250 grams. Now, if they made a version that was under 250 grams with a battery on it, and it was just as amazing as this, that would be pretty darn sweet. So this drone's going in my collection of drones, and it's one I'm not going to sell or give away because I really like it, so it's staying with me. And that just tells you how much this drone might be good for you if you get the analog version or the even better digital version. So with that said, links are below. Go check it out. It's on the HGLRC website. I do not know if it's on other websites like Banggood or whatever. If it is, there'll be a discount code. I'll have to ask Banggood, so I'll be doing that tonight. But anyways, check this out, see if it's for you. If you have questions on this drone, just post them below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will catch you in a future review with many more RC products. Take care.